I believe it states a majority of serving members.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's P&Z meeting, January 24th, 2024. And I guess the first thing I want to do is thank the mayor for these delicious cookies that we got here in front of us. We'll share those here in a minute, all right? We get this done here.
After you've had yours?
Yeah, after I've had mine. But no, thank you, Mayor. That was nice. First thing on the agenda is approval of the minutes, November 15th minutes. Did you guys get a chance to look at those?
I move their approval.
Move to approval, no additions, no subtractions, corrections. We got to move to approve.
I wasn't here.
I move approval.
There's one abstain
Second.
and there's second. Okay, well, we'll vote.
Victoria,
We'll
we
go with-
miss you. We need your second. We love your seconds.
We'll start with Sue. She sounds like she's abstaining.
Yes.
Joel?
I'm,
Aye.
yeah,
Aye. Nels? And Victoria?
yes,
Aye, okay. Next is a public comment. Pretty empty out there, so we'll open and close that real quick and move on. But we got to remind you that you're more than welcome to come down and speak your 15 minutes of stuff that's not on the agenda tonight or in front of us. Okay, on to the next one. Next one is election of officers.
Dennis,
Yes, ma'am.
can I break in here?
Yeah,
Okay, we have two absent officers. Even if Rod doesn't want to be chair, he might be willing to be one of the other positions. And I kind of feel like we ought to table this for tonight, unless there are three people there, which would be sitting right up there, who will want to jump into all three positions. Then I think we're a little light.
I move we table it till the next meeting.
yeah, I'm okay with tabling. If you guys, Mike,
That's
Jennifer?
fine, yeah.
I think it makes some sense. Victoria, what would we do without you to think for us? We're so happy.
yeah, that one made me nervous for a minute. But
We could railroad somebody, but it's not going to work.
all
Yeah.
right, we'll table that. And maybe the next meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, item 4 is our budget. 2025 budget. I'm assuming we just leave that the same, or what do we do with that?
Yeah, the last few years, I mean, as long as I can recall, we've always requested the same amount, $1,500. And so we're just keeping with the status quo again this year.
Couldn't we go do some study in
Fair.
Mexico?
We could.
Have we spent that amount?
No.
Typically not. No,
I was going to say with the city needing to reduce its budget by 12%, what have we spent? And maybe we could cut the budget to what we've actually spent.
In the past, it's really varied, just depending upon, so there's been planning conferences that commissioners have attended. A lot of those have been
How much did we
online.
spend last year?
I don't have those numbers on hand, but I mean, we can get those for next time. We can table that one also if you want the
I mean, what do you think?
exact numbers.
Is it true that or you're hearing the city is looking at a little deficit?
They
Yes.
have to.
Huh?
They have to.
They have to, because of Mike might be able to address.
Supreme Court case out of Lewiston. We had to switch some things around, how we pay for certain items, affected streets. And, but certainly $1,500, we don't use a portion of that. It just goes back into the city's general fund.
No, so leaving it in the budget doesn't mean we actually have to spend it and the city can
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We just
Okay,
leave
that's
it.
fine.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, so we just leave that the same. And if we use it, which maybe not. So we're good on that, yeah?
Yeah.
So we move on to number 5, which
Mr.
is a proposed final
Mr. Chair.
subdivision plat.
Do we need to
Mr.
have a
Chair,
motion? and
what-
vote
what-
Oh,
on it?
what, we need to vote on that?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so do I need a motion?
You do.
I need a motion in a second, all that. Do you guys entertain a motion there?
I will move that we leave our budget the same.
No,
Joel,
second.
Sue, second. Okay, we'll start on this then. Victoria?
Aye.
Nels?
Aye.
Aye. Joel?
Aye.
I,
Okay, so that's good. So now to number 5, right? The proposed final subdivision plat for a 6-acre of land to create 20 single-family lots. What we do with this, Mike, do you have anything, or we just review it and what's the?
Got a short
Right.
presentation, Mr. Chair. So
yep,
as you recall, this is the Rolling Hills 10th edition, and we're just reviewing the final plat. So it's not a public hearing, it's just review of the final plat document. So this is the 6-acre property, essentially the extension of 3rd Street. Heading in the easterly direction, ends up veering up to the northeast, tying into the property located in the county here to the north. Panorama Drive kind of parallels the property here to the southeast. Atani Drive is to the south, and then Ryan Lane connects to the development as well. Mosier Park property, 5 acres, is located right here to the north. And so with this subdivision, this will provide access to that property. I believe that that's been dedicated for 20, 30 plus years. And so it'll be nice to get some access to that. Rolling Hills 9th edition is located here to the west, and this is extension of 3rd. So this is a little outdated, 2018. So the road's currently been constructed, and I believe majority of the houses are under construction or have been constructed within the 9th edition. So as you recall, 6-acre area, preliminary plat was to create 20 lots ranging from 7,017 square feet to 12,376 square feet in size. December 5th of 2022, the council approved the preliminary plat with no conditions. And then December 5th of this last year, the applicant submitted the final subdivision plat to be reviewed by the commission and city council. Brings us to the final plat that's been submitted. You can see the extension of 3rd Street here to the north. Mosier Park is located right here. There will be some on-street parking, essentially from this location to the intersection of where Ryan Lane comes in to serve the park property. Ryan Lane comes in located here. Panorama's over here. There is a pedestrian sidewalk easement that extends from Panorama, and that continues down. So that'll be constructed to tie into 3rd Street there for pedestrian access to the street and the park property. So fairly simple, essentially 20 lots, R2 zoning as part of this proposal. So staff's reviewed the final plat for conformance with city state code requirements, found it to be in conformance. Therefore, the commission recommend approval of final plat to city council with no conditions. I'd certainly be able to answer any questions about this.
How does the park dedication work? Just out of curiosity, since that park's there, do they have to provide any, or?
Applicant's just responsible for the dedication of the land. And so this entire area, so I think it included Mosier and some of the earlier Rolling Hills additions, as well as down to Panorama, Fairview. There was dedication that occurred when they were master planning this whole area, and that was, I think, in the 90s when that occurred. So it's been dedicated to satisfy all the parkland for all of these subdivisions. But the city's responsible for pretty much constructing the park or developing the park. It's just the applicants or the developers are required to dedicate a certain percentage of land based upon the net area of each subdivision. And so, yeah, city will probably be going through a visionary process in order to be able to master plan the park area.
Oh, nice. Has anyone else got any questions, or? Looks pretty good to me.
no, I saw it. I was just looking at it's zoned R2 and it said there had to be a 60-foot minimum width. And I was looking at a couple, but it was split in two. And by the time you added it up, it was more than that. So that's fine.
Hey, has anybody else got any questions?
I presume this is the last of the great Atani empire, huh?
Hey, they still got Pullman.
Yeah, for the Rolling Hills.
Yeah, for Rolling Hills, right. Well, it's been a pleasure to know your papa.
Yeah, I just met him. He was a nice guy. I just met him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it seems like kind of like a slam dunk at this point, so.
I'm glad it's finally going to connect
Yeah.
up at the top. It's finally going to connect and go through the park because that's been blocked off for many, many, many years.
Okay. So you might want to for approval of this, baby.
I'll move approval of the proposed, accepting the proposed final subdivision plat for Rolling Hills 10th with no conditions.
I hear a second.
Second.
Joel seconds. Okay, we'll go this way. Sue,
Aye.
Joel,
Aye.
aye. Nels
Aye.
and Victoria?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. So that's checked. Next up is Joel.
Any comments before you leave? It's been a good run. Yeah.
Yeah, fits right in. I love it. Thank you.
Regarding transportation, the next meeting of the Transportation Commission is, I believe, the 8th of February. And I have not seen any agenda on that, but one comment about the most recent meeting, which I guess must have been Thursday, a week ago. The most relevant and interesting point of the meeting was a discussion by the director of the airport,
Tony Bean.
Tony.
Tony, yes. Tony described the new airport terminal and had a nice picture showing the airport, the terminal in process. And something to keep in mind is that there apparently will be a time for the public to actually see the interior of the terminal, which will be a one of a kind opportunity to see where your bags get lost and so on down in the innards of the terminal. So keep your eyes open for that opportunity. Do you have a date on that?
I don't know.
Hear anything about it?
Victoria, could you hear that? Could you hear Joel?
I could hear him, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I have
That'd be fun.
I have a question that actually it's for Joel, but are they planning to put a shuttle between the old parking lot and the new parking lot? Because I have a feeling the new parking lot's going to be really full and the old one is too far to walk.
And that was not covered.
I would recommend you bring that question
Yeah.
up next time.
Nice. Well, that sounds fun.
But it does seem like there will be a substantially expanded
Yeah.
parking
Yeah.
potential there. But you're right. If some of it ends up being far away, that could be an issue.
They haven't discussed like selling the old one and giving away the parking lot. I wouldn't like that.
Right. Okay, is that it?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. Well, given the financial commitment of building the new one, I
Well, they
suspect
might
that-
want to sell the old, yeah.
I took a flight with Tony one time, and I'm telling you, I learned a lot about airports and airplanes and what you
Yeah.
could see from the ground, and it was amazing.
But it's going to be a substantial improvement over our current terminal.
Yeah,
That's
that's good.
an understatement, I think.
Right?
Well, the old one was a substantial improvement over the other old one, which I
True.
do remember.
Oh. Okay, anything else, Joel?
That's it.
Okay, announcements?
Nothing from staff, no.
Anything for next meeting coming up or?
As of right now, I don't believe we have anything, so we'll have to stay tuned on that.
For next meeting?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just look for emails and see what we're doing for the next one. That's all I got. You guys got anything else?
Nope.
We all done? Okay, well, we'll adjourn this puppy then. Thanks for coming, everybody.